when I say, the older generations, the generations of our parents, caused us to be in some of the problems that we are in right now. I am told, oh, respect the older generations. At least they tried. Let me tell you, it's not their fault that they are as dumb as they are. It's not their fault. I started sympathizing with them more than even pointing fingers, because it's the generation. You see, the generation that has grown up and has been enslaved by system, colonial system. This generation cannot unlearn these things. They cannot unlearn. Watu wamejifunga akili na religion, na system, na education to a point where they see nothing else apart from what they are told. They cannot think on their own unless they are told. And that's why people like Ruto knows the kind of people he was speaking to in the Hasora campaign. He knew it's the generation of our parents, those mamas, who look very put together because of being wanna preach fear and all that to the younger kids. That is the generation that is the most manipulated. They are the most brainwashed by religion. Oh my God. Unaona wamama wazima wakifuatana na pasta unyo kwa unyo until they are sexually abused. And then you look at them, you're like, you're birthing someone, you birthed someone, and still it cannot sink in your head that the pastors have brainwashed you using religion, using the Bible. When you are told to do this, as long as it is written, you don't question it. The fact that you don't question things means that your brains have been locked and that they are ready to be misused like puppets. That's the generation of our parents and older millennials who grew up in the system era. Very few. And here's what I say. Being a millennial, being a Gen Z, it's not only a matter of age, it's also the thinking, how you adapt to changes and how your mind thinks. Because Gen Zs, you cannot tell us, or the younger millennials, unajua the in-betweeners, you cannot tell us things that don't make sense and just walk and you expect us to do. No, you must come with facts. Because, let me tell you, now, our parents, they grew up in the generation where fear ruled them more than love and respect. They used to think they respect authority, while in reality, authority was taking so much from them out of fear. This is a generation that sold fear. This is a generation that was raised in a system. Now, the late Professor Wangari Maathai, I've seen a video, a long time ago video of the late Professor Wangari Maathai, where she was talking about how when you grow up in a colonial system or any system whatsoever, the designers of the system, they want you to come out a certain way, so that they can program you as they wish. Do you see where we are going with this? Before the Britons came to our lands and did what they did to Kenya, the brutality they did to Kenya, we were living. We used to believe in a higher being. We used to be spiritual. And then this person comes, these people come, and they tell us, no, you guys don't know God. Let us show you who God is. Then they show you photos of I don't know who worship this person, put this person hang this person because that is the son of God. They teach us these things. And for generations, it has been something that they were taught and they carried with it with so much truth. And this is how they have been brainwashed, because today tell the generation of our parents that you don't believe in God. Hey! Not even just God, that you don't believe in their white God. Hey, our parents will curse you out. They will say you're the devil. While in reality, these guys, they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't know their true religion. They only know the religion that was brought to manipulate them. If the whites and the Roman Catholic churches know God that much, then why did they come to brutalize us? You must ask yourself some of these questions, dear older generation, so that you don't continue being stupid. Eh? You are products of a system that has designed and programmed you to think in one way and only one way, to fear than to speak out. You sell respect as a command other than earning this respect. You see, the generation of this older generation thinks that our generation is so lost, yet they are so lost. It's evident by the leaders they have elected. It is evident by the bribes they take. It is evident by the actions they do on younger kids. It is our parents who are out here being sponsors. Yeah, being wababas. Those are our fathers. Those are our parents. Those are the ones that we seek wisdom from. And then they blame the kids. Watu si wajinga bwana. The older generation, watu si wajinga bwana. Mumedesigniwa, brainwashwa na system hadi muliogopa kufikiria on your own. Kidogo tu independently on your own. You are told this is bad, you say yes. You don't even ask why, you just say yes. Can you say yes to being decolonized in your mind? That we go back to being Africans the way we were. This generation, by the way, imekos, watu wengi wasahau where they came from. Because our parents were so thirsty to make us like the whites. See the language I'm speaking in. Have I lived in any other country apart from Kenya? Who told you? I've been in Kenya. Have I lived in these Western countries? Oh, sijaishi. But look the way I'm talking. Because this is a system that was engraved in me, out of my will, and I was given an English name that I don't use, and I was told to be like this. Kama si mimi tu being a rebel, to understand the street language on my own, because our parents were very forceful in terms of how you speak, the language that you speak. They taught us in schools that speaking in any other language apart from English is due for punishment. What is that you're training us? That our own culture is so bad that we are being punished for expressing ourselves in our own culture. And the late Professor Wangari Maathai said, we were made to see ourselves from the eyes of our colonizers. That's why till to date, we are very enslaved, because bado tunajiona from the eyes of the colonizer. When they tell us, e product is good for you, we see enyewe, we are not enough until we get this product. That's why most of us are lost in consumerism. I am a victim of that. But at least me and my youthness, I am breaking free one chain at a time. One chain at a time. Yes, I am doing something about it. Very soon nitaacha kuongea English because my Swahili is so lost, is so broken, coming from a system that imenifunza Kiswahili haufai kuongea. And yet it's a subject. Education system, man, it was the worst system. Yes, I appreciate that now we can reason with the whites and tell them watu si wajinga bwana. But do you know the education that we needed most is the education from our ancestors that our parents forgot about because they were told to. So when I do say really, unless you decolonize yourself, stay quiet in these media platforms, because we are tired of hearing your nonsensical minds that have been brainwashed, and you are not open to hearing the younger generation tell you as it is. Be open. Be enlightened. Be woke. I know it's very hard to teach old dog new tricks, but you need to learn.